You are looking at exclusive Eyewitness News video just shot today of federal drug enforcement agents and their surprise inspection of a drug rehab house in Huntington Beach. West Coast Detox, a facility already under investigation by the state. 28-year-old Jason Redmer died in that house 1 year ago. What exactly caused his sudden death is still a mystery, but an investigation by the state alleges serious wrongdoing inside the home, which, by the way, is across the street from an elementary school. Orange County Bureau Chief Eileen Frere has more on Jason Redmer's life and mysterious death.
He just loved really life.
Behind Jason Redmer's smile was a decade-long struggle with alcohol.
Whiskey was what he, normally would drink. And he said, well, when he would go on the trips and vacations, he took lots of pictures because he wouldn't remember the vacations.
Redmer's family says he tried repeatedly to get sober, only to relapse. After a work injury in 2010, he also became addicted to painkillers.
It was horrible because he was trying so hard.
By April 2012, the 28-year-old, now jobless and without medical insurance, sold his much-loved truck. He needed nearly $2,500 to enter West Coast Detox services in Huntington Beach.
He was texting me on the way up there, and he's like, I'm tired of dying. I want to start living.
Redmer's mother felt hopeful when she dropped him off that April day.
And I said, I love you and I'm really proud of you.
4 days later, Redmer was dead.
They were supposed to watch him, and they really let him die there.
West Coast Detox requires incoming clients, including Redmer, to acknowledge it is not a medical facility. California's Department of Alcohol and Drug Programs, or ADP, is now trying to close West Coast Detox. State officials say that residential treatment facilities like this are not allowed to provide medical services. However, an attorney for ADP says that staff here gave drugs to more than 12 clients, including Redmer, before seeing a doctor. Redmer checked in April 12th. According to the state's accusation, that same day, as part of his detox, staff members gave Redmer the highly regulated drugs Librium, phenobarbital, and temazepam, all without a prescription.
It was medication that was left over by from another patient that hadn't been destroyed yet.
It wasn't until the next day a Newport Beach doctor, Carlos Montano, wrote the actual prescription.
Why did he receive medication, though, before he saw the doctor? Because clearly the ADP says that's a violation.
Yeah, it is. The fact that there was some medication that was given to him beforehand didn't cause him to pass away.
It turns out Jason Redmer had taken other medications as well. According to the state's accusation, the day before he died, Redmer broke into a box of so-called dead meds, leftover medications kept in an unlocked garage attic. A police report shows Redmer admitted to staff he swallowed 2 pills of Suboxone, a narcotic. Instead of getting him assessed at a medical facility, West Coast chose to monitor him.
Why they would let him die there, I just can't.
The facility's attorney says Redmer seemed okay, and no one called 911 until he was found dead the next day. But the state's accusation says that failure to get medical help contributed to or caused his death. So too did the facility's failure to destroy the dead meds.
In the past, West Coast was not as vigilant as it should have been with respect to locking up the medications and destroying them on a regular basis. All of that's been changed.
And were there answers in that box of dead meds? West Coast says it destroyed the medication hours after Redmer got into it as part of the regularly scheduled weekly disposal. The Orange County coroner ruled Redmer's death undetermined.
The case remains open and we continue to search for potential causes.
The coroner's office would not elaborate, but confirms to Eyewitness News an investigation is underway because of potential criminal implications.
It actually says I'm going to miss you.
The Redmers vow to get answers.
I'd like to see some justice for Jason.
Eileen Frere, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
West Coast Detox filed a notice of defense saying it will fight the state's efforts to close it down. A hearing is scheduled for this fall. We tried to contact Dr. Carlos Montano repeatedly. He did not return our phone calls. For more details on the death of Jason Redmer, go to our website, abc7.com.